And hello everyone, welcome back to PTM Racing TV. We're live here tonight for the Girls School League Grand National Series as we come to you in the ARCA Series cars here at North Wilkesboro Speedway, one of the old and infamous famous tracks of the old NASCAR days, and I think it's only about time I stop talking for a second and take you around old North Wilkesboro. So tonight they're running their ARCA Series cars. Of course, you're going to see a lot of heavy battle and heavy cornering, but I'm going to tell you right now, for 200 laps, these guys got to find a way to survive this short and small track. You're going to see a lot of them try to full force it on these corners and try to get them set up for the turn. I'm going to tell you right now, if they're going into those corners, they've got to stay away from that grass on the bottom of 1 and 2. I'll talk more about it in a second. And then when they get to turn 3 and 4, a little bit different, doesn't it? Look. Got a whole curb apron you got to be careful about not running into. It's all about timing and patience here. I'm kind of lowballing it right now because I don't want to spin this car around, because these ARCA cars are extremely easy to spin around if you try to even full throttle it out in these corners. You back your corners up more and stay focused on your run. You will not lose the tires, and you'll stay more relaxed and ready to go coming down the wire. And that's how you run North Wilkesboro. It's right down that bottom line there out of turns 1 and 2 or 3 and 4. There's a little bit of a run there in the middle. However, you'll see a lot of guys when they try to make their passes, try to get in the inside there and try to run more of that middle side to get past them. You're not going to see very many of anyone ever go to that outside line to get any runs there. It just frankly is out of the way, and well, hold on, man. We're going to have to get that into the pit stop area. I did not mean to do that. Whoops. Alright, so as we get a towing company out here to help me out, looks like we got everything back underway and we're back up and running here, so let's get things taken care of here in a minute. We'll showcase our drivers here out and about here in just a minute as it gets set up for as they're getting passed done for qualifying at the moment. See, we got some drivers already out and about here, still practicing around, like James K. Miller and the number 18 machine, playing in a time right now currently. He's looking at a 7th spot at the moment. We'll see how well he's able to hold the gap off. Coming on around, you can see that rear end get a little loose there. It's starting to kind of hook up space. And it looks like he's not going to be able to get another lap in or so, so he's going to call it good right there. So that will set up the inevitable here, which is going to be the run of the night, the run of the century here for these drivers as we get ready to go here. It's a lot of battles at stake here and a lot of racing to go at it. If you guys could, before we get streaming here and ready to go, if you guys could just share us live around here real quick, have some fans, friends, and family catch all the action here as we're getting ready and set. Looks like James is still not quite done with his qualifying run yet. Looks like maybe he is getting a last-minute preparation in, a last-minute thing or two in, ready before we call it good tonight. We start him up here. A lot of action to be had here, a lot of racing to go down. There is a lot at stake for everybody here. There's a lot at stake for really anyone that wants to, take home these championships, want to take home the win. So, it all really just depends on how you look at it. But in my opinion, the way I'm looking at it tonight, North Wilkesboro, this is a track you do not mess with. You must respect and you take good care of with that car. Otherwise, you're going to be in for a long haul tonight. As we get ready to go here, we're still waiting for the drivers to get situated on in here. Take a look at our little map here on the weather tonight, see how that looks to be here. Weather-wise, looking like we're going to be in for quite a night here, of course, as everything is configured in and all that. You can see the weather right now, about 24 degrees Celsius with a little bit of humidity there. Clear skies, though, a little bit of wind. That's not going to affect them too much around here, I feel. But you'll see kind of later on like what it'll really do to them when they get into those longer runs and all that situation there. So expect some incredible battles there and some good timing scores on their end. But times wise right now, we're looking at the 77 of Byron Bartlett getting the fastest time here tonight. As will second place will go to Mark Sikosi in the number 8, as well as the third spot going to Nicholas Wilson, the 53. 25 there, James Kruger going to take home the 4th, 5th to Kyle Hanna. 6th will be Brian W. Wiggins, 7th James K. Miller, and 8th to Terry Dougie. And Mark Thomas out in the 9th. 10th will David Castelli. Mark Cook in the 11th spot. 12th to Art Milne. Kenneth Graves joined us on in yet again. Johnny Taylor is in the hunt as well, and that old 3 machine. Tyler Bergert. as the 54 Mark Dillon Jr. as well as Tyler Hunt, who will definitely be on the hunt to try to reclaim his glory he's had all season long. He has been at an all-out stakes here whenever he's out on the track because we're getting ready to go racing here. So as you can tell, drivers just kind of getting lined up, ready to go here. Everybody's still kind of working and taking care of things here. The drivers are a little anxious, I would say, probably a little up at edge here. I would definitely say this is a track that you can't be too over the top about. You got to stay focused out there. And looks like we're about ready to go racing here in just a minute. Looks like the gridding order has now begun. It has indeed. So now, ladies and gentlemen, we can finally get the drivers stacked, racked, and all that, and get ready for tonight's action. So you know how we do that around here. We got to show the grid. Let's see how it starts up. It'll be Byron Bartlett, as I mentioned earlier, in the 77, taking the early advantage. Second on in will be Mark Sikosi in the Home Alone number 8. Row 2 back on in will be Nicholas Wilson in the 53, and then next beside him there will be the 25 of James Kruger. Kyle Hanna in that 4, and to his outside that's going to be Brian W. Wiggins. James K. Miller in the 18, to his outside will be Terry Dougie in the 21. The 27 of Mark Thomas, and then with David Castelli in the 24 to his outside. Next row on back, Mark Cook in the 11. The 11th spot will start with the 88. And Art Millen in that 15 machine. Good to see him back out here as always. Johnny Taylor in the 3, and then his outside, of course, is Mark Dillon Jr. The 44 there, Tyler Berger. And Kenneth Gray says outside with a shotgun on the field going to Tyler Hunt. Drivers are rack stacked, ready to go here, and now it is finally, and I repeat, finally, time to lay into this one. They'll bring him on down one lap here, and then the next lap around. Then we go green flag racing for 200 laps to the distance. What a long, hard road and format of a track we got to go through here tonight for these drivers. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody wants to win more than some of the guys right up front, like Byron Bartlett in the 77, who I believe hasn't even had a race win in here yet. They got like the 25 of James Kruger, looking to possibly swing him on in and get himself a victory here tonight. You got a lot of drivers here that would love to get themselves into contention and into position here to take home the W, but in order to do that, they've got to stay focused on what matters, and that's conserving their tires and conserving their own sanity with the way this could go. We've seen hard racing here in North Wilkesboro before, but I don't think we've ever seen this many ARCA cars here at one time, so let's get down to business and bring them on around for the green flag to fly down out of turn 4. They wait, the lights are on, everyone's home, let's go, go, go! Right him on in, we back him on around the outside line. Mark Sikosi already off to a strong start, he's on the battle. The 77 of Byron Bartlett defending the bottom off pretty quickly there, trying to stay ahead as caution has come out already. Caution is out, caution is out. Looks like Terry Dougie in the 21 machine already having some troubles, which brings out the PTM Instant replay here. Here is the replay here. Let's take a look at this one. Ooh, looks like James Miller there got a little too aggressive on that start. Didn't quite know where to go. Ended up swinging him back a little bit there and ended up getting him into trouble zone. And unfortunately, that's not the way we like to start around here. No, sirree, Bob. Let's go ahead and take a look at the replay here. Just got a little too aggressive, kind of got him tapped in there, and that's all it takes right there. You just get a little too aggressive, and that car just goes for a ride. So they'll back him on around here, get things situated by here, and definitely not the start you wanted to see there. And hey, wait a minute. James, what are you doing? Not quite the rate he was looking there, but I mean, that was a little bit all over the place there. I mean, those ARCA cars are pretty hard to handle sometimes, but I mean, that was a little bit maybe too aggressive on his end after the cautions foul, but so we'll get things wrapped around here yet again, get things back on in and see how this one plays out here as we get our drivers rack stacked and all that. Great crowd on hand here tonight. We appreciate you guys always tuning on in. Adam Enfinger, hello, how are you, sir? It is great to hear from you. Adam Enfinger, I believe it's your first time on the channel, at least with the comments section. It's great to have you on board, my friend. So we'll get the drivers re-racked, restacked, and all that here, folks, and get things taken care of on in. And I believe next time around we're going green flag racing here. So they will line them up in a position and get them back on the lead lap in position. Byron Bartlett had the early going, had the early start, but a little issue there out of turn one. Ended up slowing his momentum down completely, which gives Sikosi the inside line now. But will that change here coming into the next round of racing? Let's bring him on around one more time by, get everything situated through. We're back underway this next time out. Here we go. Let's go back at it. Rack him on back down and around. Here we go. Here Bartlett already trying to hang in there with old Sikosi. Sikosi off to a strong start as they run him on in. Now to the bottom goes Bartlett. He looks for the run. He can't quite clear it there just yet. Sikosi has the lead on the outside. The bottom line usually with these ARCA Series cars are usually where you want to run them at, and that's now where Sikosi's going. It's going to be a little bit of a hard press momentum boost here at 6. Nicholas Wilson into 53. Spins it on around, loses all his momentum in there. Does not call for the caution, stays out of trouble. Big Anna staying out of trouble. How about this? You got the 77 of Byron Bartlett fighting him on it, coming down out of turn 2 they go. Here they worked him on through. Working it on in, now the 25 there, James, don't call him, Freddie Krueger coming on by, but the caution has come out, caution's out, caution's out. Looks like we got big trouble there. Art Milne, unfortunately, is caught up in a little bit of an incident. We'll see what happened here to old Art Milne. Let's go to the PTM recent play and see what happened here exactly to these drivers and see what went wrong exactly here. So they back him on around. James K. Miller yet again just a little too aggressive. And unfortunately goes for a little bit of a ride and a tussle, sending some drivers in on the backstretch there and gives them a little bit of a problem zone, if you will. Taking another look at it from another angle here and see what happened here exactly. It looked like maybe just kind of got it in too hard. That's one thing that's easy to do around here is just overdriving the corners and overshooting in a little bit. So as you watch them around here out of turn 1 and 2, David Castelli was on the inside line there. Tyler Hunt was on the end area there, and then the sandwich got taken out there, unfortunately. There's no meat to that one. So our drivers will now have to fight them on in and get things figured in through real quick as we get back underway here and back on the lead position. Mark Sikosi right now, your early leader, has the advantage, has the run. So Mark Sikosi's got a little bit of work to do, a little bit of time to make up. He's got some ground to go through with these ones here right now. It's always great to have everybody on board here. Always great to see some new drivers out here, and that's one thing Old School has definitely been doing as of late, is getting new drivers in here, new folks to come on by and have some fun. And the one thing also we were told, folks, is that we were told to let you guys know they are recruiting drivers, and they would love to have you stop on out here and have you come on by and have some fun with you, get these guys. So if you ever want to, just call them up here at Old School League. I've left the link down in the description to get them a hold of here and get things figured in. So again, thank you to them as well for allowing us to come on out and showcase their races and showcase what they've done. Long season ahead, till April that is. They are all looking to try to clear out their spots and clear up their positions and see how these all play out for themselves and everyone else as we get back to the gridding order here. Everyone will line up into position once more. This could get interesting for me because I'm very interested to see how this will play out when they get into the later half of this race and see how they will be able to hunt them on in. Base car is going to come off the track here this next time by. They're waiting for the lights to come on down as they turn around out of turn 4 here. Lights are on, coming up. Here we go. Back underway. We're on the run. Jockeying him through here into position here. James Reddy Kruger right now hunting them on by. Yeah, trying to get over there with Brian W. Wiggins. Brian W. Wiggins right now giving it a pretty good run coming into the inside corners now as he backs them on down around. Here we go yet again. Everyone getting packed and tied up there a little bit. Johnny Taylor now trying to fight his way up from the spot. He's a hard charger right now. He's up 7 spots from where he was at. They come on by yet again. Kyle Hanna kind of in the run, kind of staying with it while Tyler Hunt works it on in. He's on a run here with the 88 of Mark Cook. Mark Cook right now giving him a good show. We got some parts flying off the track. Some drivers have lost some parts here. I think that might have been off the 5 of Brian W. Wiggins there. He's lost the left front fender there on that side. You see that, folks? Oh my, he's lost a lot of, he's going to lose a little bit of time and ground, but I mean, the good news is he doesn't have to worry about that tire getting into the fender no more. Johnny Taylor, how about this? That old 3 Goodwrench service machine, man, making some fights and some hard charges around here. Ever since he joined in with Team Extreme Motorsports, he's been changing up his game plan a little bit, really running his races in a little bit more hard and technical. As yellow flag has come on out, we got troubles there for James K. Miller. He spun on around out at turn 3 and 4. Let's go to the replay and find out what happened here. Taking a look at it from another angle here and see where everything went wrong for him. Gets in the wall protection, and Nicholas Wilson gets tagged in there and goes for a ride, and unfortunately slows up all their momentum, slows up all their pacing and all that, and it'll set them back a little bit. So Mark Sikosi will have the early advantage as your top 5 right now on screen will battle men here. Can Wiggins, Taylor, Hanna, or Thomas be able to catch up with Sikosi and take him on? We'll find out when we return to PTM Racing TV. Tonight's race brought to you in part by affordable SEO and marketing with services like web design, pay-per-click advertising, and all that, and then some. It's time you got rank your competition online today. And also a little word from the boys over at FEGPC.net.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they started their sim racing journey. I started trying them over the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I have partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at FEGPC.net.
As we get things situated by here, everybody getting ready to get back stacked and all that here, ready to go for another round of racing here. Still have a lot of work to do and a lot of time to go here, so it's not like we are at a disadvantage here when it comes to the race. Everybody's still looking to jockey in their run and jockey in their position. Back them on around the corner here, getting ready to go yet again. This will be the one to go now initiated from the pace cars as our drivers are leading them on in for the turns or so. A lot at stake here for these drivers, a lot going on between everybody here, and they are all looking for the same thing. That is to become the champion, to become a winner here tonight. To get the championship, you got to get to April, and to get to the win, you got to get through this track. Here we go. Back them on around yet again. We come down and about out of turn 1, down into turn 2. They go here already off the start, coming and by yet again to 3 there of Johnny Taylor. Already up so many positions up from the hard charge he made earlier. He is now leading him on in, catching up to position. He's got a nice spot on around there as he come on through. Mark Cook now. Whoa! Byron Bartlett goes for a ride. Oh my! Kenneth Graves gets in there as well, and that's trouble for both drivers here, unfortunately. Not what you wanted to see happen there. We're going to the replay to find out what happened. Hard racing turn from 3 wide salute. They're out of turn 4 between Hunt, 27, and Thomas, and Cook, but unfortunately, James D, don't call him Freddie Krueger, unfortunately got a little bit into Byron's nightmares. And he spins him around for the run there. Unfortunately, not able to keep his momentum alive there. And that's definitely not what you wanted to see out of the drivers there. We'll have to go on board here and take a look from another angle and see what we saw real quick with James Freddie Krueger here. There's another look at it from another angle. A little bit tight in the turn, gets into the trouble zone, and that ends up sending him for a ride. As they will get them situated through yet again. We will see our drivers rack stacked and all that one more time here, and hopefully back into position. Johnny Taylor right now up 11 spots from where he started. The only other driver to get that close, that'd be that man right there, the 20 of Tyler Hunt. So he will show everybody the way here. Show them how he plays out here with these guys, trying to see if maybe he's got something for them. It's a long, hard road around here, but there is one thing on his mind. It's definitely coming from the outhouse to the White House. So they'll bring him on around here yet again and get things taken through. They lead him on by here yet again, getting things wrapped back around or ready to go for some action here. As we look forward to some more racing here from the old school league boys right now. If you guys haven't already, though, be sure to come on over and like and follow us up here on Facebook, and then like, share, and subscribe here. We will have all our field ready and a rack stacked and all that here once more. Looks like we're about ready to get back underway here. Some more hard charging, some more hard racing to come down yet again as Sikosi will have to fight off the likes of the 3 of Johnny Taylor. His fellow teammate is trying to get that Goodwrench service machine around the Home Alone number 8 of Sikosi. Will it play out in his advantage here? We'll find out here as we come on down out of turn 4. Everybody waiting for the lights to come on back around. The lights are back on, and it's time to go home. Right on the attack yet again. No surprise here. We got Brian William Wiggins right now fighting him in. Old Wiggins right now charging his way up into the front, trying to charge his way back on in. He's an early aggressor here. Running a pretty solid line, a pretty solid position here as David Castelli. Looks like he's got troubles here. He's got troubles down there. He has crashed on out of turn 3 and 4. Looks like he's got big problems. I think maybe he might have blown a motor there, and that car has come to a complete stop. It does not appear anyone's going to call the caution on that one. He will be put into the pits and get a tow from that one. Work them on around here, continuing them on by yet again. Still everybody running their lines in, running them in as pretty as hard as they can. A lot of driving here to be exact from these guys. They're giving it all they can for a show and just doing what they got to do to get themselves in position. Mark Cook right now up 5 spots from where he was at. He started 11th. He's currently 6th. He's doing a pretty good job hanging in there, and so is Kyle Hanna and that number 4, the consistency. He started 5th, now he's in 4th at the moment. He's just trying to get around that 5 there. Brian W. Wiggins as they come on down around out of turn 4 they go here, and now look at this. Mark Sakosi and Johnny Taylor are going to go out of here. It's going to be a war of teammates between one another. Is Sakosi going to have to take it to the 3 wide salute? I don't know if he's going to do it here. He's got to be careful about how much pressure he puts on Thomas, though, because he's got a whole run and a half there he can use. But if you get into those cars, it's easier said than done to control them. And Johnny Taylor seizes the opportunity. Nicely done by Taylor to pass on by that run and hit that spot up. Kruger right now leading them on in, trying to get the troops rallied up as he takes on the 88 and Mark Cook here. The Wounded Warrior Project number 88 staying ahead of the curve, fighting him on in while we've got ourselves a heated battle for 3rd. Right on around we go here down that back straightaway here. So it's going to be Hanna and Wiggins going at it side by side. They come down around. Hanna has the early advantage there in the old Grinch number 4 machine, while the Fritz Solar Company number 5 there. Wiggins challenges the position. Neither driver going to give an inch here. Neither one wanting to give up anything to the other. They're going to all fight for their spots up and try to rally them in there as they come on by yet again. Strong racing to be had from both ends of the spectrum for these drivers as they come on by, and they are hanging on. 200 laps is definitely quite a few laps in my opinion for this one, but you know what? That's really going to test the patience and perseverance of these drivers and how they play them in and how they run their line in. It's all about patience here tonight for a good reason. Run on back in, now back around they go here, down out of turn 1 and 2. And you can see right here, you've got some movement coming from the back. The outhouse to the White House is James Freddy Kruger. Lost 3 positions where he's out right now, but he's still hanging in there. Work them on around here, charging their way through right now. James Freddy Kruger looking to get himself a run and a half here, going around that 88 of Mark Cook. Mark Cook right now doing a pretty good job. Staying in the position. We got trouble there for Brian W. Wiggins in the 5. He has spun out around out of turn 2. Oh my folks, Brian William Wiggins right there goes for the right and a half, and he gets a little bit off the gas. Can't quite get that one worked around and get back into position. And that just costs him some serious time as we lead him back in here right now. Tyler on the hunt. He's definitely on the hunt in that Barrett Home Depot number 20 PTM Racing TV machine. Rides him on around. Contact is made between him and the 21 there of Terry Dougie. Dougie gets into him a little bit, tags him by there, but the Canadian hangs on there with the American. Both drivers leading them on in. Looks like trouble there for Wiggins. He's kept it on turn 3. He can't get out of the wall there. Looks like he's got big trouble there. Tyler is definitely on the hunt for this one tonight. He is charging his way in, fighting it hard as can be. Mark Cook almost getting right into the back of him there. I'm surprised they didn't make contact here. We're going on board here with Cook. They're on board here with Cook, and you can see the run in line. He's trying to get up there with Tyler Hunt. Now here's Hunt on how he's handling his lines and how he's handling positions right now. Doing a tremendous job staying focused on what matters, and what matters most right now is staying in that rhythm. So they'll jockey him on by here, run their race in, give it all they've got here as they hang on around yet again. Mark Cook is challenged up by the 25 of James Kruger. Kruger looking to possibly sway the momentum his way. Fighting him on around yet again. Kruger still hangs on by a pretty good spot here. He's just doing all he's got to kind of stay in this run here, stay in a position, do what he needs to do to run it in as hard as he can. Now Cook looking to the inside line, Kruger looking to the inside line. Cook back into the inside line, but how well is he going to be able to hold it coming out of that corner? Once those tires start to give, it's like ice, man. It just slips you right up to the front. It just slips you right up to the top side. You have no control of where it goes without slowing your momentum down completely. As Tyler on the hunt is definitely fighting Kyle Hanna out for that Grinch number 4 machine for third. Mark Sarkozy right now about 2 seconds back away from Johnny Taylor. As usual, Johnny Taylor starting up a strong short run and a pretty good middle run. Hey, caution is out here. Caution is out. We've got trouble around. Looks like Nicholas Wilson has got some problems of his own here, unfortunately, and that sends him for a little bit of a ride. Let's go to the replay and see if maybe we can find out what happened here and see if Wilson was caught up in that little incident. Yes, he was. Let's see what happened exactly. Look at it from their angle. You see him coming around here, and James K. Miller just a little bit over on that 53 machine. I know North Wilkesboro is all about hard racing, but that might have been a little too much in my opinion. We'll see what the race officials say later on, but I think that might have been a little bit too over the hill and over the moon there for my liking. But nevertheless, let's take a look at it from an angle here. Yeah, just got right in the rear end there a little bit, kind of put that front end of the rear and kind of pushed him up a little bit. Sends him for the ride. And definitely not what you want to see from that right there, but you know, that's just the way the race goes sometimes. Kyle Hanna's opted to stay on out, and so is Kenneth Graves there as well. Mark Thomas and Castelli right now, they're both trying to get their laps back, trying to get their time back they had earlier. So we'll get them racked them around yet again. We'll get everything figured on by once more, and hopefully see our drivers get this one figured by for a little bit more races and running here. So again, all those that are tuning on in with us so far, thanks for tuning on in. Do love and appreciate you guys coming on in every time out and having a little talk with us, having a little chat or two. As we will jump them back into position here. Now our drivers will work on by, get anything taken care of here. We'll then showcase what's going to go down here in just a minute as we get things worked on through. Coming them on by yet again. We're getting ready to go rack and stack and all that. Back on the attack here as they wait for the green lights to come on out here. Once more, we're going to hang them on by down at turn 4. We're back underway. Lights are on. Here we go, they come on by once more. Here you can see them going down out of turn 4 here on the attack they go. Marcus Cook trying to get a good run and a half there back on through. He's got Mark Dillon Jr. and Tyler Berger right now at his doorstep fighting him in. The 44 there of Berger looking to the outside. It looks like fellow teammate, the 54 there of Mark Dillon Jr. getting the run on the outside line. Mark Cook trying to hang in there for third. He's got a hard battle though with the 54 of Mark Dillon Jr. Dillon doing everything he can as he gets a little bit loose there at turn 2 there, but a little bit of trouble for Mark Cook, which will now initiate almost into a 3-wide salute coming down at a turn 4 there. Contact made there between the 44 of Burgard and the 88 of Cook. They get into a little bit coming on that corner. Oh my folks, that's some racing right there, baby. That's what we call hard racing. Short track racing at its finest right now between these 4 drivers. As Tyler on the hunt, smells blood in the water. He's looking for a run. Byron Bartlett now also charging him in, and caution is out. So caution is out. Looks like James Kruger unfortunately caught up in some trouble zone there. Let's go to the replay and find out what happened there exactly for Mr. Kruger. Here is the replay here in all of its entirety as we get it back on around. And he just overdrove that a little bit. Tyler Hunt gets into the 44 and they had nowhere to go with that one. They just went for a ride and a half, and that sends them both for a loop there, unfortunately. Nevertheless, they'll get the drivers' rack stacks and all that here once more, and hopefully get everybody back on the position zone. Everyone taken care of here. So as our drivers get ready to go here once more and get things taken care of here. Looks like it might have a little bit of trouble with the scoreboard here tonight, folks. Looks like we're having some problems with it for some reason. Not sure what's going on there exactly, but rest assured we're trying our best to figure out what's going on there. We're might have to reload everything here. So we'll back them on around here yet and again the corners here, get things taken care of. We're still, looks like we might have too many troubles here. We're having some problems getting everybody tracked around here, back set and go. I think it's the first time we ever had troubles with the overlays not giving us any help, besides other than this. We are running some new setups here, folks, so just a heads up, it just kind of takes a second or two to get things figured on in. Alright folks, looks like we got it fixed up. Sorry about that, we had some troubles there. Looks like caution came out yet again, so we'll get things figured on in here. We weren't able to quite see what happened there with the caution, or what went wrong. We have no details on everything there. So as we jockey him around in position yet again here, getting things taken care of here. We'll see how this one plays out for the drivers as they get rack stacks and all that once more. Jumping them down into position as always, getting them ready to go for the next run and a half here. So we back them on around here, folks, get things taken care of here. We'd just like to remind you all at home, again, tomorrow night we'll be live here on Pedal to Metal Racing League for them as they'll go with the late models. That's Southern National. Should be a hot one there. Should be a star-studded lineup between the drivers there. And of course, we'll have more racing action here coming for you as well here in the next coming days, coming weeks. As we switch them on by here and around one more time, looks like we're ready to go back underway here and get to racing. Working them on around here, getting things taken care of here, get settled on in, and let's get back to the action here as they come on by out of turn 4. Ready to go racing once more. We get them situated through. Green flag's out once more. Here we go. Charging them on around yet again. Tyler on the hunt, and that 20 machine now making some big moves and big momentum runs here coming down out of turn 2 there. Now they'll swing him on down into turn 3, back into turn 4 here. Hunt now fighting his way in. Got some damage up on the car there as he ate. And Marks goes to get a little bit aggressive, and Barnett a little too hard out of turn 4, unfortunately. Sends old 20 for a ride. Oh my. Well, I would say we should go look at the replay here and see what happened exactly, but I don't think that might be the right idea here, considering we just had a glitch in the system. I don't think we want to make it any worse on it. So we're going to try to avoid the carnage and the wrecks here and just let these drivers duke it out on their own here and call it as we see it. But as you've seen right there, we had a little bit of trouble there for them, unfortunately, which gave them a few hiccups and a half here. Jay and Freddie Krueger in that 25 machine looking to try to sneak his way back up. He's up 5 spots right now from 10th here. As we jock him on around, you're seeing a lot of that Chevrolet here tonight. Ran, of course, the ARCA series are all Chevrolet Impalas being driven on the track here. Kind of a little throwback, if you will, to the old school days of NASCAR, when that's what you only saw on the track was that scheme and that kind of style. Nowadays, the car tomorrow just completely taking over everything we know and trusted from these races and racing series, and it's been kind of a It's been a unique flavor, and it's been a unique style, but it's definitely been different to say the least here. As they jockey him on around and get ready to go back out of here and get ready for some racing here. And it looks like we'll see everybody running them on through and get things taken care of. A lot of drivers to be had here and a lot of drivers to battle it on in. Still not a lot of positions to lose here. So as they come on by here yet again, everybody racking them, stacking them again. Kyle Hanna still your race leader here with the 8 of Mark Sikosi, still trying to hang in there a little bit with these guys, trying to give them a good fight and a half here. The 88 of Mark Cook looking to possibly sway and run his line in here with the 53 of Nicholas Wilson, also looking to jockey him on around here. As we get them on around here, get them back and around here once more. As they come on by out of turn 4, they go yet again. We're back underway. Here we are. Off that gun, off that line, Nicholas Wilson already charging his way in, trying to hang in there with the old 88 of Mark Cook. Wilson's had a bit of a hard run and not having a hard trouble there tonight right now. It's not going to help him much either when Kyle Hanna spins right in front. Teammate Butcher Boy's in trouble. Oh my, oh my. That was some hard running there from Cook, and unfortunately, Kyle Hanna gets the tap and a half there and gets sent on back, which now allows Mark Sikosi to pretty much have his way with that race lead here. So we'll get them on around once more there, folks, and get things triggered right back on the attack and see what will happen here. Not even halfway through this one yet. There's been a lot of hard racing and some bumps and a half here in this one. But you know what we always say here on Pizza Race TV, don't knock until you try it. Don't call it quit until you're done. For sure, there's a lot of racing still for these guys to get figured in here with. So we'll get them back on around, racks stacked, and it's time to get back at all that here once more. You know, these drivers are not giving an inch. They don't quit just yet. They need to get things figured in a little bit better, get things running hard. So you jump on through once more here yet again. We'll get them back set underway one more time. We're still under caution at the moment. How about this, folks? Mark Dillon Jr. in the 53, in the 54 machine. Making his way up to the front right now, giving it a run and a half on everybody here. Definitely no way, no how with this one, or no how it's going to play. They all will have their fight here to the end. They will all have their challenge ahead of them as they jack them on around once more here. Mark Sikosi in the 8 Home Alone machine looking to jump into position there with the 88 of Mark Cook. Looking to steal his thunder, looking to steal his spot. He goes to the inside line as they jump on the green flag restart. Restart zone shows that the 87 there. Whoa! 7 laps, I should say. With Mark Dillon Jr. gets spun on around there coming out of that corner. Unfortunately lost all his time and ground there. Kenneth Graves right now giving it a pretty solid battle here with that 77 of Byron Barlett though. Jumping them on around in position. They come on by yet again. Everybody in a full-fledged, full run, full throttle, full on assault as Sikosi looks to have some company here. Mark Cook laying it into him. Mark giving it a pretty steep run, giving it a pretty steep hype and a battle here between these drivers as now Sikosi gets the better run off of Cook. But Cook tries to swing it in deep, try to throw it to the fence, try to throw it all in. But you can't go all in here too often. You gotta stay focused on how much you burn them tires up, bud. Back them on around down on turn 2 they go here. Now Johnny Taylor in the 3 Goodwrench service machine. Still trying to get a leg up on the 88 there of Mark Cook. Mark giving it a pretty solid run and a half here. They back them on down on turn 1 into 2. Johnny Taylor is really laying into him though, giving it a good run as Mark now has fallen back behind the wasteland there. Behind the waistline and behind everything else, and it comes on fourth at the 18 and James K. Miller. Looks like he finally got over some of those good graphic gremlins and those troubles he was dealing with earlier. But he's slowly but surely trickling his way up to the front. He'll go at it with that 25 there of James Freddie Kruger as we've got a heated battle for the lead. Mark Sikosi right now doing everything he can to stay in the run, stay in position here from Johnny Taylor. But Johnny Taylor, I'll tell you one thing right now, as he sneaks it on down the bottom here, finally starting to get more of a run there on Sikosi. Sikosi though doing a great job holding his own there on that outside line. Battle between the hard chargers. Sikosi up 7 spots, 10 spots for Taylor. He's the fastest tied there with Kenneth Graves, but if he gets around Sikosi, he'll take that fat away and be the fastest guy right now, and Sikosi knows it. These two back and forth with one another, back and forth with each other. Neither one wants to give an inch. Right behind them both here as well, James Freddie Kruger going out of here, and Mark Cook, the 88 there, the Wounded Warrior Project, giving it a nice run and a half here, staying in the zone, in the position. Looking for the jump, looking for a run. Got a 3-car battle for this one. Tyler Berger has joined us onto that run. Solid racing, solid movement there from these guys. They come on back around here yet again. Challenging them up, challenging them in hard. Now Mark Sikosi got to go at it once more here. With the 3 there, Johnny Taylor. Johnny moving into the inside, battles it hard. Coming down out of the corners here. Once more they hit it. The Goodwrench service number 3 there. Taylor looks like he might be starting to gain some ground here and getting things figured in with the 8 of Sikosi. Run that extreme outside line as caution comes out. Caution is out. And again, we have no idea how the heck to call a caution or how the heck's going on out there because we don't have a way to really check that at the moment because of the way our little new overlay system's been tonight. They've had a little glitch graphic gremlin hop in there, and apparently he wanted to do dirty business to our machines tonight. So even if we wanted to, we can't quite show you what happened there with the replay there. So everybody will lead them back into their position here. Everyone's getting taken care of here. Kenneth Graves goes in pit road. So does the 44 machine there of Tyler Bergert. Mark Dillon Jr. in the 54, I believe, went in. Yeah, as our field will work them on by here, we'll see what our pit strategy is going to be for these guys here in a minute. Nicholas Wilson, after all the struggles he had dealt with earlier, now starting to fight and leeway his back-way position up into the zone here, might be just getting what he's been looking for to work in his favor. As we now take a look at our pit strategy run here right now for these drivers. That's what they're looking at right now position-wise, and where they're looking at overall here. Bartlett just had gone in a little bit a few laps ago, but decides to stay out. Kruger right now, currently, he's on a pretty long run on those tires, man. I'm surprised he's actually keeping them the way he is. This is interesting strategy on his end, to say the least here, as they will get them back on around here. That's how our strategy is looking right now for the drivers, and that's how everything's looking for these guys to get back away into position. Looks like this will be the one to go, coming to the stripe here as they get them by here one more time. Back them on around down out of the back straightaway here. Nicholas Wilson in that 53 machine will go out of here with Kyle Hanna and the number 4. These two drivers have been at odds with one another here, always at it, fighting their way through and through everything it can be. And I'll tell you one thing, man, they don't want to give up to nothing. We'll see how that plays out here and how that's what comes to their line, comes to their position. For Kyle Hanna will have himself ahead of a position and ahead in this run. Nicholas Wilson looking to possibly sway the momentum towards this corner. Two teammates are going to go out of here. The Butcher boys are going to fight their way in this one. As pace car comes off out of turn 4, they look for the green flag with the lights to come on, and we're back underway. Right, I'm on around here into that corner. There they go. A little bit of a run there from James K. Miller. Throws a heavy maker. Throws a heavy haymaker right there at the 3 of Johnny Taylor. Johnny Taylor goes for a little bit of a ride there. And he just went for the ride as well. They're coming out of turn 4 in that front stretch. Big problems there for Johnny. That just slowed up all his momentum, lost all his ground and time, and he just pushed back on in. They run their course on by here yet again as Mark Thomas at 27 does battle here with Mark Dillon Jr. and Tyler Berger. Thomas, the European driver, settling in for a pretty good run here as he comes on by here. James Freddie Kruger gets a little bit loose on the inside, goes outside, gets tagged around for the 3 wide, but they clear it out of that turn. Nice position and nice field awareness for the drivers here as they back through. Thomas had a war here with Ryan W. Wiggins, who currently is a few laps down, but nobody would like to change that pretty quick. Stuck in lap traffic at the moment, stuck on the position zone as Tyler Berger right now looks to claw and flip his way up to the front. James K. Miller right now up into that spotlight zone. You got a battle for third between these two. Hard racing, hard runs coming from them. Neither one wants to give an inch. Neither one wants to give any chances up to that one. The 54 there, going to run them on by here as hard as he can. He is on board now. Mark Dillon Jr. doing a tremendous job, just kind of staying focused on that rhythm of that zone. 44 there though, not so much into the wall. Tyler Berger saves that one, but that was definitely a collision course for disaster there. I'm surprised he kept it clear of it. So So they track him back around here. Byron Bartlett and James K. Miller kind of working it back in as looks like trouble there for Berger. Will set him back 2 positions. Jumping him on by here yet again. Everyone's still hard on their throttle, hot on the momentum. Byron Bartlett in that 77 in the 4th spot right now. Between these two, a little bit of a tussle, if you will. As the 8 of Mark Sikowski said, that straight up to the high side, trying to get a run and a half off that. I'm not sure where the strategy was to get that one up that quick and that hard, but I mean, he definitely flew it in there pretty good. Kyle Hanna right now in that old Grinch number 4 Chevrolet Impala right now, giving it a good run to stay ahead of his fellow teammate Nicholas Wilson, but I can tell you just by looking at the way things are going right now, the way things have been, it's been a solid race for sure, but I mean, there's still a lot of drivers out here that like to try to get things figured in more their way, their style. So Jock him on around yet again down on turn 4 here. Kyle Hanna trying to stay ahead there with Nicholas Wilson, kind of fighting in, faltering in with Mark Dillon Jr. working hard into that corner. Jockeying the run, jockeying for position, each driver doing what they can to stay ahead of the other, each one trying to claim victory here on the outside, looking in. Get a good look at what Mark Dillon Jr. right now is trying to do here, what he's trying to stay ahead of the curve here, as well as Nicholas Wilson here. Trying to leeway himself into the inside, he's got a run there on Kyle. Has the run and a half here, has the jump on the position there, makes it move, makes it tight, nicely done there. Wilson now takes over the race lead from Hanna. Kyle Hanna right now trying desperately to stay on the ground, stay on the position, but Mark Dillon Jr. doing a pretty good run as well, fighting it in hard with these guys. Long green flag racing here, pretty good so far as they keep it by on down around. Brian W. Wiggins right now, they're about ready to get into lap traffic trouble zone yet again if he's not careful here. And Nicholas Wilson with a bobble there at turn 4. Open the door wide open to the Dillon Jr. Mark Dillon Jr. gets a nice position on that. Tyler Berger, his teammate, lost all his ground there. Lost all his time, lost all his position there, and unfortunately sends him on back yet again here. They clamber him back in here. Everything's still looking pretty good here for Dillon Jr. He's got a hard run away. Jockey him up in position right now. Mark Dillon Jr. is still quite a ways away in this one right now as they back him by here. Tyler on the hunt though. Giving himself a pretty good line to the box zone, giving himself a good chance here. Hunt him on back in as Kyle Hanna right now goes to work here with the 77 and Byron Bartlett. These two definitely have a little bit of a history with each other. They always fight to their ends and fight to their core when it comes to these races. And they're doing a pretty good job here of hanging in there. Racking them on around here. You can see Art Mills slowed up big time there. Tyler Hunt as well. And there's trouble there for Kenneth Graves in that 14 machine. Stuck him on by yet again. They jack him on around, jock him in position, and they get a little bit close, up close and personal as caution comes out there. Caution is indeed out. Caution is out. Mark Dillon Jr. will be the guy to beat on this one. Whoa! 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 And Brian W. Wiggins just took Dillon Jr. to the cleaner. Whoa! Easy! Easy there, boys. Well, I'm not sure what happened to Wiggins there, what went wrong, but Dillon Jr.'s got a huge tag and a half. I know it's short track racing, but that was definitely not what we were expecting. Mark Dillon Jr. going to put him in pit road. I think might have to get some damage taken care of on that one. He had some huge hit there from Brian W. Wiggins. And Mark Sikosi in that 8 will have himself a chance to get himself into the race lead here now, and it looks like he's going to get just that here, folks. So he'll take over here in that position in that time zone and get himself back underway here. Our drivers will work them around, work them in, and just a heads up for anyone that's curious at home that next week, yes, we will have Old School coming in here for the 23rd. They will be racing. But then we'll have Christmas off for 24th and 25th, obviously, and I think we might have a special race or two in between there. We'll see how that goes. But right now, we're just kind of seeing how everything plays out and see what else goes down here for the drivers. They continue them on by here. Still a lot of laps to be completed and a lot of time to be made up for from these drivers. So jockey him up, get him on back in, figure him on through, and we'll see how this one plays out here between everybody. Back on around. Mark Sikosi will have the advantage. Just on around. Green flags out once again. Tracking them on down here once more. There, Tyler on the hunt. Going to get put up to the high side. Johnny Taylor moves into the inside, makes his run there, makes his presence felt. 69 laps left to go. Running a bit hard there, trouble there in the back yet again. We got big problems, really big problems. Mark Dillon Jr. in the 54 is spun on around, up almost upside down. And Nicholas Wilson yet again tagged in another one. Oh my folks. The chaos just does not end here tonight. North Wilkesboro is giving these guys a run for their money. So as we back them on around, things get situated through once again. The cautions hopefully will try to die down again. We had a pretty good long run there for a little bit, but you know, the track definitely is not playing into the advantage for some and playing more to the advantage of others. And it's definitely been a hard run and a hard road for some of these guys to handle and deal with here tonight. But we do appreciate everyone staying on, tuned in here, watching the race here, and supporting up your favorite drivers here. Always great to have everybody tuned on in with these things. So on this restart, yet again, it'll be Johnny Taylor and Sikosi going at it, two teammates. Gonna go fight for us. Team Extreme Motorsports, always on the gun and always up to battle here. And now that one to go has finally been initiated here, folks. We will get them back around, get them taken care of here, and get this drivers ready to go for another run and a half here. They jockey him on around out of turn 3 into 4. As they hunt him on by here, get him through. We are back underway. Green flag flies, and we're under. Wow. Tyler on the hunt already, trying to work his way in, give himself some runs here as Johnny Taylor swings to the inside line yet again. Mark Sikosi trying to hold him off, trying to stay ahead of the zone. They both bring him on back in pretty hard here, coming down those corners on the outside line. Sikosi goes in for the run, dealing him in here. Hard run, hard fight here. Sikosi, though, gets a little too far on that wall zone. Loses all his ground and momentum, and Tyler Hunt will move into that second spot. Charges way up front, trying to sneak in the back end, and again, trying to corner him off and try to steal this one away from him. The 44 there of Tyler Berger going at it here with James K. Miller. James right now giving it a good battle here with Mark Thomas. Hard charging his way back into the assault and back into the run. They jock in yet again, James K. Miller. Caution's come down yet again. Looks like problems, unfortunately, there. We were looking the other way for a minute, and it looks like cautions came back out. Looks like there was some trouble there for some drivers here, as Tyler Hunt will be now in the second spot in the running. So he'll try to get himself in a good position. So Johnny Taylor actually now going to take over that position as Sikosi gets put back in the pack a little bit. How about this? Mark Thomas and that Kodiak 27 machine. He can start to fight his way in this one a little bit. Byron Barlett also in the fight and in the hunt still. He's not out of it just yet. Still giving his heart, still giving his soul right now as our drivers will lean him back in here and get him running around again. pretty good solid run here from these guys. A little solid racing here and there, but you know, it's been kind of a wishy-washy, if you will, the race tonight. These guys have been just kind of having troubles with these turns, having troubles with the corners, even though they're running on open setups here. It just goes to show you that any driver can get the bite and anyone can get a little taken out, because it's just, unfortunately, there's a little bit of over-aggressiveness or a little too off the tack. John came on around, getting him taken care of in the position yet again, and it looks like it'll be Byron Barlett in that 77 still up in the nose. Raptors here in the zone, trying to stay with this one here. As we now have initiated the double file restart, which we initiated 1 to go here. Back underway, here we go. Green flag is out once more, and Johnny Taylor up that start. Runs it in hard here, a little bit of trouble there for Marks Coast. He gets a little tap there from Byron Barlett in the 77 machine. Jack him on around, right back into position. 3 wide, we go out of turn 4. Whoa, Thomas, whoa, trouble! Woohoo, Mark Thomas unfortunately gets a little run into half, and Tyler Berger gets the short end of that staff. We're going to the caution. Caution's out. Caution's out. So our drivers will have to get rack stacked away yet again here, and it looks like Kyle Hanna's going to opt into pit road here and get things taken care of for himself. Kyle obviously one of the hard chargers and one of the drivers that always fights through these things as best of his ability. Still been a pretty solid race, solid distances when they had the battles come in there. Some good stuff going there as well. But I mean, right now it's been kind of a quiet zone right now. Everyone's just kind of trying to figure out what's going to go down next, what's going to happen next here. Of course, they're always on the hunt, always on their fight here in their position. And that definitely is no exception here right now as we get a good look at Tyler on the hunt here in that 20 machine. They back them on around here, coming down out of turn 3 into 4 once more, and we'll see our drivers double file up on the start here. Looks like Tyler on the hunt. We'll always have his go here. Trying to sneak him on by here, get him some chances here. Going through here yet again. It'll come on by down on turn 4 here. And it'll be that 3 there of Johnny Taylor leading him in with Tyler Hunt looking to get him back here. Green flag flies. We have about 55 laps or 45 laps to go still in this one. As a hard charges away, Hunt a little looser on turn 2. Manages to save it there. And a hard throw. Whoa! By James K. Miller. And that sends Sikosi for the right and a half. Holy smokes. Sikosi didn't even know what happened. He just saw him fly right at him. He kamikaze did, is what he did. Well, I don't think that was what he had in mind, though. But, I mean, worked out well for him. Holy smokes. Well, I'm not so sure that was what James K. Miller had in mind there, but I mean, at the end here, I mean, it's just kind of the way it works sometimes, the way it goes in this case here. That was definitely not what you wanted to see, though, on their end. And they'll get back around here, get things situated through here. Mark Sikosi going to try to hopefully stay out of the zone here. They will bring them back around here, got things taken care of. Sikosi unfortunately gonna have to deal with that kamikaze attack there. Wait, I did not say you could put that up on the screen, producers. Get that off this camera. Get that off. What are you doing? Oh boy, sorry folks. We apologize for that. We weren't trying to get anything in trouble here. Brock Whitehead, what's up, bud? Hey, Brock Whitehead, always a good long-time viewer of the show. It's good to have him on back around here. So the jockey around Tyler Hunt will now be in the race lead here and give himself a chance to add victory here and give himself a fighting chance with Byron Bartlett there. So they settle them on by here, getting things taken care of here, ready to go for the run. We will see our drivers get back underway here as the caution lights are off, green lights are out. Once again, we're down to our final 40 laps. Tyler Hunt off the start through the chicane, coming on back around. He's got a good run there coming into those corners. Mark Thomas going to fight him in here with him. They jockey him around, giving it a good run and a half here, staying in the run, staying in position. But as you can see, there's definitely a little bit of a hard leeway run coming from the back. Oh no! Trouble there for Mark Cook and Kyle Hanna as they somehow barely avoid damage and trouble there. Caution's out. Caution is out. Unfortunately, not the way Mark Cook wanted to go there, not the way he wanted to be in this position now. He had a good run early, had a good starting point. Now, right now, he's just struggling a little bit, having some problems out here. He's going to give it all he's got, though, coming to these wires and these runs here. But Byron Bartlett actually now will take over position as Tyler Hunt goes into pit road. So Byron Bartlett will be the new leader here as he comes to the restart zone. He will be the guy to beat here. One to keep your eye on here for the start. So we will see the 77 of old Byron Bartlett in the How to Race Dummies number 77. You're gonna have to go to war here with Jane Freddie. Don't call him Freddie Krueger there anyway. As he looks to try to get himself a chance and a half here with this run. A lot of time left, a lot of laps to go here, and still anybody's race, if you will, to get things figured on in. No one wants to give an inch here to each other, but you know, it is what it is. Bring him back around to get him running him on by here and see how this one plays out. Back around here, green flag flies out once more. Here we come on by once again, and now Kenneth Graves fighting it in here pretty hard. Got a nice jump on that spot there, gets a run and half. No, trouble! Whoa, the 14 at Graves goes for a ride, and Johnny Taylor just got a little too aggressive, ends up getting him spun on by there, and that calls for the caution. Caution is out, folks. Oh no. So yeah, unfortunately, Kenneth Graves in the Wrangler number 14 will have to get put back a little bit in position yet again here as he goes in pit side here. Trying to get that car fixed up by here, maybe give himself a chance. Byron Bartlett right now, man, he's slowly but surely kind of walking his way to the bank here if he can get this one figured in. They jump on around in position here yet again at turn 3 and 4, and Byron Bartlett still has the race lead here with 25. James Freddie Krueger still fighting his way on in. they come on by real quick. Looks like a little glitch in the system there. I think that was just on the error of the iRacing stuff. I think they were a little confused what was going down there. Caution is now going to turn the lights off, and that means we got to file them up and get them ready to go here. Coming down the wire, coming down their corners, their zones here as we get Mackham in here once more. Teammates and a half here between Berger and Dillon Jr. Shouty Taylor at his forward. Well, the guy actually took out of his position. That's it. Tyler Taylor there, and then of course Tyler Hunt get put back and around there, and they'll have to work from their position there. Barlett shows them the way. He shows them how to play. He's coming on down out of turn 4. They are ready to go. Game. Game on for Barlett here as he comes on by down around the corners here once more and fights him on in position here as they challenge him by around. Mark Dillon here in that 54 machine challenging it through with the 44 at the top of Berger right now, giving him a good run and a half while James Freddy Kruger gets it by yet again. Trouble there for Berger down to the corner. He's into the wall. Huge flick to the wall, but somehow, someway kept that car clear of trouble. Same can't be said for the rest of the back though. Caution though. Mark Thomas unfortunately caught up on that one, and that will slow his momentum down to a halt for speed control there. So now we will see how that plays out for these drivers here. Alright, so as our drivers come on around the corners here, looks like we're ready to go this next time by, folks. Get things shaken on in, get things figured on by here. The back on around yet again, coming down out of turn 3 and 4. We're going to try and make sure we don't say no dang it, Bobby. Get this one going, boys. Let's go. Here we go. Coming out of the corner. Barlett runs him in. We've got 20 laps to go. They rock about style here. Looks like trouble for Bartlett. Something went wrong there for him off that start. Wasn't what he wanted to do there at all. That definitely sent him back, and so did Mark Dillon Jr. Gets out of the corner yet again. Coming to the line, down the chicane, down there the turn. 4 we go. 19 laps remain. A heated battle between Kruger and Taylor here as they back bomb by out of their corners in their run zone. Whoa! Trouble there for Tyler Hunt and Kenneth Graves as Mark Thomas comes to a screeching slowdown halt. The run goes to Taylor, but can the 25 of Kruger hang on? Maybe not that time around. Oh my, folks. Oh my. These guys giving it a hard run and a half, staying in their runs and zones. Well, I can guarantee you right now, man, they're giving it everything they can, holding on for all they got, just trying to stay out of trouble. Oh my goodness. The 8 of Sarkozy builds it on back here with Nicholas Wilson in the 53. Trying to stay in their zone, trying to fight them on by. So they back him on around. Tyler Hunt right now still trying to get himself regrouped and resituated through. He's got so many troubles right now though. Everybody jockeying around here. They are backing him on in. Wilson's still trying to hang in there as the 88 of Mark Cook gives it all he's got with the 8 of Sarkozy now challenging them on by with only 15 laps remaining. Sarkozy's giving it all he's got. Back him on back in again, yet again. The 88 of Mark Cook gives a pretty good run for the zone, running inside his area here as they stay in their running way they go. Before Kyle Hanna giving it a pretty solid run, solid foundation right now in that third spot. While James don't call him Freddie Kruger. Tries to laying it in there with the 4. Kyle Hanna though at a turn 4. Gets a little loose, saves it that time, but almost got himself in even more trouble there, getting into the 77. They kept it clear, they kept it out of problem zone. Now looks like Kruger might have himself a run here. He's going to try to catch up there with the old 3 machine. Jockeying him on around down that back stretch here, coming through down on a turn 3 and a 4. Running them on in hard as they can, running as best as they can be, and they go by as well as they can. Staying in position here as they come on by down a turn 3 and a 4. You can see how hard though that 3 there, Johnny Taylor, has been fighting all day. He's been a hard charger and a half here. Still been fighting on through here, still giving it a pretty solid momentum, staying ahead of the zone, giving it a great run, great mile and a half here. He just fights them on in here. Back of the pack, Nicholas Wilson right now kind of faltering in through, but trying to catch up to the teammate Kyle Hanna, and that 4 is Byron Bartlett. The 77 machine still has the race lead away here from them as they come on by yet again here, still 7 laps to go. Running down the wire, running down the end. Bartlett now hangs on in there, trying to stay clear of trouble zone, but he loses a little bit of ground there. Kyle Hanna, I should say, or at least he was trying to anyway, ran in a little too deep, run a little too hard, and that opens the door up there. He gives him plenty of opportunities here for his teammate Wilson to get up in there. Get up in his grill, get up in his crib. You don't want to be doing that. Running them on by yet again, staying on the zone, and that front straightaway they go. Everybody jockeying around for position. Mark Sarkozy fights them on in, giving it a hard run and a half here, staying in their zone. Back them on by here. We're coming down to our final 5 laps to go. Nicholas Wilson right now going to the outside line, giving it a run and a half. Sarkozy changing it in, charging them by. Running them through hard as they can be down at turn 1 and 2. They are giving it a strong momentum run. Sikosi looking for one last chance at this one. He's going to go back and forth with Wilson here for the top 5 here. 4 laps to go, and right now Johnny Taylor seems to have this one all but wrapped up if he can just stay ahead of the curve. Running on through, final 3 now, coming to the end, coming to the zone right now as everybody jogs for position. Freddie Krueger, though, takes over the race lead. Johnny Taylor has lost his spot, lost everything here. Will that be the way that we've been looking for all night? Krueger might have just stole the victory away from Taylor. Taylor went into the wall, looks like. And with 2 laps to go, will James Freddie Krueger be able to steal this one? He's only got to make a few more turns. Stay on it, kid. Don't lose your momentum. Don't lose your focus. Just stay with the zone. Oh, a caution came out at the wrong time. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness, folks. Caution is coming out. So they will sneak them on by here and get them through one more time, and yet I think this next time around we're going to see a checker flag come out, so we'll see how it goes by, folks. You don't want to miss this one. When we come back, we're going to showcase the rest of this race in its entirety. Don't go anywhere. Tonight's race is sponsored and powered by Affordable SEO Marketing. If you're looking for some hats, pens, candy, PPC, heavy marketing and all that for your website, there's only one way to go. That's with Affordable SEO and Marketing. Be sure to visit them up today on their Facebook and their social media platforms. And now a word also from our sponsors at FE.
Looking for a new PC or an upgrade to your current one? Look no further than Ford Entertainment Group, your home for the best quality and value in new, pre-built, and custom PCs at the lowest price guaranteed. We have affordable PC solutions for any budget, with custom builds starting at $595. Even the pros turn to Ford Entertainment Group to get them up and running. With valued customers from all over the world, it's easy to see why Ford Entertainment Group is the most trusted brand in custom PCs.
I wanted to save my awesome subscribers the most money when they start their sim racing journey. I started trying over the best deals. And I'm so proud that Jeffrey and I have partnered up so I can spread the good news about where to get the lowest price on a high quality computer.
Feel confident when buying from us with the FEG Satisfaction Guarantee. Get yourself on track today by visiting us online at fegpc.net.
So here we go, folks. We'll get this one back underway into the zone here to come to the finish and come to the line here as we get things taken care of. It's been a long road and a long, hard race here for everybody. As we look to try to cap off this one here and get things taken care of here. And once again, looks like we just lost the overlay here, unfortunately. Trying to get it back, trying to get things back up if we can here before we go back to the green here. Back underway here, folks. We got it all situated out. We've got ourselves a last minute chance to the end. Who will take this one home? Jumping around. Oh, Mark Cook out of turn one. It's a trouble. Oh my goodness. Nowhere to go for Mark Cook, and unfortunately he just cannot catch a break here tonight. He's just had so many troubles and so many problems, and now as we come to our final green-white checkered finish, this is going to be it. Winner or lose or draw, it's going to go to somebody tonight. So they will jump around one more time, and folks, this next time around, this will be it. This will be the big one for them. Who is going to be able to outquit, outpace, and outclass the other here? It's hard to say, but there's a lot at stake here for these drivers. A lot going down and going on. So much on the line, as mentioned earlier. So much at stake here, trying to just outwit and outpace and trying to win on the legendary North Wilkesboro. There has definitely been a solid foundation of races and runs here from these guys, and solid runs to say the least here, but as we roll down to the end and roll down to the finish here, we'll see how this one plays out for everybody. So we'll see how this one now will come to the end, come to the conclusion. Out of turn 4 we go here. The green will come out the next time by, because it's time to end this night. What will become of this? What will happen now? What will these drivers have left in store and in stock here to finish this one out? It's going to be hard to tell, but I guarantee you right now, the way things are shaping up, Kruger needs a run and a half here to stay away from Taylor. Taylor needs a good jump here to get back into position and take the race win. Who wants it more? Green flag is out. But we see the full throttle assault here come from Taylor on the outside, looking in from there. 77 of Byron Bartlett now works him on by, trying to get a run here, coming on down. Nicholas Wilson, the 53, trying to get one last big jump in the zone, trying to stay in this hunt. Work him on around down at turn 4 here. A little bit of trouble there as they get him out of the zone. They get a little bit of a bump and rub there, but the white flag is out this time. Win, lose, or draw, it don't matter. They're coming to the line. And off the line to near the turn. Taylor throws one more bottom line run, trying to get a jump there on the 25 of Kruger. He can't quite clear it. It's going to be James Freddie Kruger. The 25 will be your race winner. Checkered is out, and James Kruger takes this one on home in a battle to the end and a fight for the finish. Oh, yes. Now, with that settled in, we will go ahead and go down and talk with our top three here tonight on that race and how they felt all the way through. But if you're James Kruger right now, you got to be a very happy camper in that one. So we're going to go ahead and bring him on down here and have a little chit chat with him as we talk now. This is your race winner here tonight, James Freddie Kruger. And James, what a season it was for you so far. What a battle you had here, but you managed to come home and take this one here tonight at North Wilkesboro. How does it feel here to take this one, buddy?
It feels really good. You know, we've been fighting for a long time. Had a fast car almost all season, man. We just needed a little bit of luck. And, you know, coming down to it, I thought we were going to lose another one, but everything worked out tonight. I can't I can't complain. That's for sure.
It definitely did indeed. I gotta ask you, man, what was really going to be the key to success to try to taking over this track and getting the win here at North Wilkesboro?
The key to this was racing the track. Everybody had a tough time. It's a tough track, real loose. You couldn't really care too much about what was going on around you. You just had to take care of yourself, take care of the track.
For sure there. So I gotta ask you, bud, finally in victory lane yet again. Who do you want to thank you for this finish?
I got to thank my teammates, man. We put in the hours to practice, get a good setup in it. They've always supported me, and of course, I got to thank the family for allowing me to race. The wife taking care of the baby while I do it.
For sure there. Once again, James Freddie Kruger, congratulations on your victory here. It was a long, earned race, bud. Well deserved, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Absolutely. James Kruger, everyone, taking time to talk with us here as we get things situated by. We'll talk with Nicholas Wilson next, who was our third place finisher here tonight. So let's go ahead and have a word with him right now as we talk with Nicholas Wilson. Let's go ahead and chit chat with him here. Nick, you have a copy, my friend. You're on the call.
Solid copy, Chris.
All right, solid copy, man. Third place finisher tonight. Not too bad considering all the carnage back behind there.
Yeah, it's that was a crazy night. I don't know how I finished third. I just kept getting involved in everybody else's crap, but came out third. Happy about that, but really stoked for Mike, James Kruger there. He's been on the cusp, and he's finally pulled it off.
He definitely has indeed. He finally took home that race win that he's been looking for quite a while, and you have an idea what it's like as well in there, and obviously a podium finish is something you're kind of accustomed to, but I gotta ask you, man, you definitely gave yourself a good run here. Who do you want to thank you for that one?
Well, I gotta thank the boys and the butchers there, because we bore down last night and ran some laps so that we wouldn't hopefully putting on a bad show tonight. It doesn't look like everybody had the same thoughts we did, but thank those guys. We got our setups all down, and so we wouldn't be making fools of ourselves.
For sure there, but nevertheless, still, you got yourself a third place finish here tonight, which you can consider that a pretty good victory considering this was North Wilkesboro. Congratulations there, Nicholas Wilson.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Absolutely, Nicholas Wilson taking time to talk with us here, and a pretty good finish here as we now bring in our final finisher here tonight, finishing second, but just barely. That was Johnny Taylor, I should say, in the number 3 machine. Johnny was a little bittersweet, to say the least. There, he had a pretty good run there, coming there for the victor there of James Kruger, but it just wasn't quite enough there, my man.
Yeah, it was unfortunate there. Them couple lap cars got tangled up there, and I just happened to be a part of it. Friggin' knocked the right front off the wall, had Kruger get by me there, and that was all she wrote. Could never get back by him. I might have had a shot to give him the bumper there a little bit, but it just wasn't enough. He had me beat.
Wasn't enough, but that's only this time. What are you going to do going into the next time to get that revenge?
Well, I'll go get him next week. I'll come back with a faster car and just keep on digging.
For sure there, but nevertheless here, man, still a second place finish, nothing to sneeze at. Who do you want to thank you for that?
Yeah, thank you, Chris.
Well, I appreciate the support, man, but the only thing I do is just do the easy work while you guys do the hard work out there. So, but nevertheless, congratulations here on second place finish, my friend. It was a good run to the end and a good battle, and we hope to see you next time out there, buddy.
I appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too. Johnny Taylor taking the time to talk with us here as we call it a night here, folks. What a race. What a night here, of course. Thank you again to everybody that tunes on in. Thank you again to Affordable SEO and Marketing and then to FEGPC.net and everyone at home as well. Thank you guys so much. We love you all. We'll see you next time when the green flag flies right here on PT Racing TV. Be safe. God bless. Take care. Good night, everybody.